Shalom, 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 everyone. Welcome to another episode of My Take with Rosh Ya'acob. I am Rosh Ya'acob ben Abraham, Rabbi of Gethsemane Spiritual Temple Congregation. On this show, we deal with everyday situations, real life situations, and base it all off a Torah perspective. I thank you all for taking time out tonight to tune in. Did not come on when I wanted to, but that's neither here nor there. The best thing is I'm here, and hopefully you guys are here as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If this is your first time on the show, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you are a returning person and you like the stuff that you see on the show, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Just subscribe to the channel. You get all the notifications, because sometimes I'm just going to say, like a sister of mine used to say, I don't know when I'm going to go live. I plan to go live at certain times, and it's like life always happens. And then I'm sitting there like, this is ridiculous. So if you want to make sure you don't miss the show, you want to make sure that you know when a show has went live, and you might want to catch it on a replay. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. It will notify you of everything. Please like and share the channel, because liking and sharing it will help it get in the algorithm, and more people will be able to see and hear this Torah knowledge. I'm trying to spread Torah knowledge throughout, and we're going to make it. So with that being said and done, want to jump right into everything. But before I jump into everything, I want to first give a shout out to my sponsors. I got my two sponsors. I got Brother Alex of the AOC, the Art of Clothing, and he dropped off a new fire shirt. I mean, just want to set it off. It's the AOC, the Art of Clothing. Give him a shout out for all that he does. He's always involved. He's always trying to do things to keep us going, and we appreciate him so much for all that he does. Please check out his information in the description. He's trying to help spread this Torah knowledge, and he's posted. He's doing big things, and I'm very proud of this brother for all that he's done and all that he's doing. So please hit up the Art of Clothing. They are in the description. Also in the description is Sister Linda from Simply Gorgeous Glow. She got all kind of products for men and females. For the men, she got that beard care and the hair care, all natural products. For the women, she got the same thing, all natural products, moisturizer, lotions, body oil, soaps, whatever you want, she has it. Is right there. She got specials and deals. Everything is right there, all in the description. Right there, I got her information in the description as well. All her social media links and everything. So please, please check out Sister Linda and her Simply Gorgeous Glow. If you want gifts for your wife or significant other, Simply Gorgeous Glow. She got everything. So just check her out. And then before I go through the rest of the show, I just want to just let you see this commercial from our sponsor, the Art of Clothing. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, we're going to get this show on the road. I'm not going to hold you guys. We're going to step right into this. You know, on Thursday nights, we deal with relationship situations and how we should function being men, and for sisters, and how our sisters should be, and all this kind of thing. So we look at all these different things, and you know, it's normally different clips that people send me, or they be in different groups that I'm in, and they'll post stuff, and I'll be like, okay, let's talk about this. This is something we should talk about. So I got so many things, and I had to try to pick and choose which ones we're going to look at, because some of them, I had one that was real ratchet. I'm like, no, we not dealing with the ratchetness. Our sisters and brothers should already know not to be ratchet. Like, I should have to say, hey, don't be ratchet. It was what it was the girl was going to get flown out, and she tried to expose the guy, but at the same time she was exposing herself, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just not feeling this. This just didn't make the cut. So anyway, we got a nice show for y'all tonight. Hopefully y'all will like it. If you have any comments about anything, the last show last week went viral. One of the brethren had a comment about the show the week before that, so it helped us to dig in and get even more information, and you all seem to have loved it. So I appreciate all the love and all the views and the likes and all that good thing for that. So I appreciate all of that. Thank you guys for that. Really, really big up for that. All right, so now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. So now, I felt like we should start off with something funny. So this is the Sizzle Sizzle video. I'll call it Sizzle Sizzle. Well, no, what they say, Sizzle Sizzle or Sprinkle Sprinkle. Whatever it is that the dude's supposed to say, sprinkle, sprinkle, whatever, because we're going to see how they try to say that times are changing now and that men aren't being men anymore. And that's how this video is starting off. Times are changing. So let's see how this starts off.
Just trying to get to know you.
If you're trying to get to know me, you got to pay my rent, help me pay child support. I got 3 baby mamas and 5 kids.
So off the break, all the men looking at this shit understand exactly what's happening right now. This is basically what stuff that a lot of sisters would do. Like, when you try to be with me, you know, you gotta take care of this, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, this gotta happen, that gotta happen. And then when you say, no, I can't do all that, he said, I'm sensing a broke spirit over you and all this kind of stuff. So this brother right here goes by the name Bays Olive. I got his information in the description. Bays Olive is tripping with this video. I felt like it was funny, so I'm gonna let it play out.
When the new Jordans come out, you got to cop. You got to cook 5-star meals every day, all day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a late night snack. You need to line up every week to stay fresh.
Oh,
and when a new 2K drop, you got to cop.
What?
If you want to be with me.
That's a lot.
You giving me DCE.
DCE, what is that?
Dry, coochie, energy. Yeah.
What?
Uh-huh. You can't do all that. I can't really talk to you.
A lot. That's ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, then I can't rock with you then. I can't do it.
Serious.
I can't talk to you. You can't do all that. I can't do it. You ain't for me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm for Lee.
I'm just trying to get to know you.
If you...
all right. So she just trying to get to know him, but he expected her to do all this stuff just to get to know her. I mean, to know him. And a lot of times it's what the sisters do as well, where they just try to get to know the brothers, but then they feel like the brother's supposed to pay their bills take them out to all these expensive restaurants, do all this stuff. And y'all just in a dating stage. Y'all not married. There's no ring on fingers. None of this is happening. Y'all just in a dating stage, but you already said this is all the stuff you need, right? So he did this parody, basically saying, look, this all the stuff I need. If you try to be down with me, this all the stuff I need. And then when she act like she can't do it, then he be like, I'm out. And he assault her and talk crazy. So there's all the different things. I felt like that. Like I said, if the roles was reversed. So big up to Bays Olive for this little skit that he put together. Check out his platform. He got a bunch of things on there. But yeah, big up to him. I appreciate this. I was like, wow, this was funny. Just to see the roles replaced and see how she looking, because I can imagine how that'd be. And that's why I said it's like, what I think they call it sizzle or sprinkle when the dudes be telling the women, and there's really dudes doing this now. It's really dudes doing this, and it's like, well, where to me, that's not being a man or manly, but some dudes feel like, no, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. And that's how they feel about it. But I say Torah doesn't say that we should handle situations in that way. Yeah, it's certain roles that she has to have, but paying all his bills and doing all this stuff for him, that's not Torah. But I get what he said. But even in that sense of brothers doing that for the sisters, that's only when you married. That's not for dating. And it wasn't really dating like that in the Torah anyway. But that's neither here nor there. I think in the scriptures we did see one couple date. I can't think of a situation where a couple was dating. And that situation from the text was when Esther was dating Boaz. Right. And that's why women always say, I want a Boaz. Right. When Esther was dating Boaz, they was courting and dating, because they was beyond the age limit for somebody to arrange their marriage. So they kind of courted and dated each other. So I can truly say that is one part within the scripture or the text where we actually can see people dating, and I guess that can give you an idea of how dating biblically will go if you study Esther and Boaz. Because Esther was submissive and Boaz was the man. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't no, like a lot of times the women, the preachers be talking about, you want a Boaz, not a Poaz. And they say all these little rhymes, right? But Boaz was being treated like the man. She was very submissive to Boaz, right? It wasn't somebody mouthing off and talk slick to you and saying crazy stuff out their mouth to you. And you gotta just accept it and say, nah, it's not like that. And men don't really like that. Don't like no woman just running her mouth at them and trying to talk crazy to them. It's not what men like. Sorry. It might be what you want to do, but it's not what men like. But yeah, so that's our first clip. Now, this is the second clip. I felt like this was nice because we deal with marriage and different things. And I felt like this one was nice. So I'm going to go back to our split screen, see how this works, see how it lines up. Oh, it lines up just right. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. I said, I don't know how this is going to look, but it lined up just right. All right, so now we're going to check out this one, this video right here. And see what's going on with this.
I want to thank you, Dwayne. Hope you're around for my wedding.
So, what kind of husband do you want with it?
All right, so she says, I hope you're around for my wedding. Now, this episode was where he first started really feeling her as they was setting the stuff up. He really was getting into her. They didn't even start dating yet, I don't believe, at this time. I think he's about to start courting her. And he's like, well, what kind of husband would you like? Like, what kind of husband would you like, right? Because he's trying to see if he's going to be compatible with her, you know. And I think the way that they did it is the way that a lot of relationships should happen nowadays. I'm old-fashioned with it, you know what I mean? So I feel like all this popping balloons and all this other new wave stuff is not the ways to go. The way to go is really to get to know somebody, to talk to them, to really get to know them, so then you can move in the next step. And their story is that type of story where we know we started watching the show at first, how they kind of bumped heads. It was always this, that, and the other. But as time went on, he really began to know her. And he felt her. And you want to see how he's going to approach her. And she won't feel it too. So I'm going to let us finish checking it out.
What do you think?
Rich?
I thought you knew me better than that.
So, first thing he said, what kind of man would you want to marry? And she said, what do you think? And he said, rich. So he's showing how he's perceiving her as being bougie, but at the same time, he really feeling her. But then he trying to feel like he's going to be on a level of what she wants, because he's not rich. They both in college, they both struggling. He's not rich. So, and she came from money. So he's thinking, yeah, she going to want some guy with some money. But, you know, what she's going to show him is, you know, it's not all about the money. It's not all about the money. And I try to tell us, the brothers, a lot of times, because we get caught up with how we see stuff happening now, and brothers think it's all about this money, and they got to have some kind of money, and this, that, and that with the money. And I'm just like, no, it's not all about the money. I know you feel like you got to have this money, this, that, but it's not all about the money. You know, it's about you, the type of person you are. You know, are you cool? Do you get them? Do you understand? You know, that's what it's about. You know, so some of them women that's all about the money, they shallow. And if you know that, then you shouldn't even try to seek after them. That's why I had brothers saying, I'm thinking, dude, you searching for the wrong woman, number one. Especially if you in the Hebrew community, if you are from us, you should know, okay, I'm not going to search for this type of woman right here that want to get in my pockets. Number one, I'm going to search for somebody that's keeping Torah, that's doing what they supposed to do. Because that'll keep you with a lot of headaches now. You know, if you got somebody that's not in Torah, you going to go through some stuff with them. Especially if you're striving to do what you want to do. Because the adversary is right there doing his best to use them. Doing his best to use them. And you're going to get caught up right with that whole situation. So that's why I try to tell brothers, like, number one, you should just try to seek out a person. You get to learn and know them and see what they're about. And if the woman is all about money and you know that ain't what you on, then you know that ain't the one for you. Shorty basically a gold digger. So he says this to her and she like, I thought you knew me better than that. You know, I thought you knew me better than that. So watch what she says.
I would like a man who is educated, enterprising, and ambitious.
So she says she want a man who's educated, enterprising, and ambitious. Like, She gave those qualities. She didn't say he gotta be 6 foot. He gotta have all his money. He gotta run down this, that, and other. You see what I'm saying? Every woman not looking for that. Despite what the red pill dudes would tell you. They get you caught up in some stuff listening to them dudes. Every woman don't want that. She talk about she named qualities. She ain't say he had to be tall. She ain't say he had to be fit and buff. He just had to have those qualities. That's what she's looking for in her husband. Now watch what he's gonna say.
So you wouldn't mind if he was poor?
So so you wouldn't mind if he was poor. Now the reason why he said it is because he likes her and he's poor, right? So he thinking to himself, I know you, I don't watch you. You want somebody with some money. So that's why he said it. So you wouldn't mind if he was poor, right? That's why he said it like that. Like, I know you want some money. Yes, that, but watch what she say. And this is so true because this is showing she's looking at the potential. And this is what Dr. Umar was talking about, where he said how the bunnies be looking at the potential in a man. A lot of times the sister want the man that's already made, and the bunny. But look at what she's saying. She gonna say she want the potential because look at he gonna say, oh, so he can be he can be poor. Now watch this.
That kind of man is never poor.
Say that kind of man is never poor. That kind of man is never poor. Yeah, what she's saying? She said, I see the potential. If it's a man that's ambitious, enterprising, and about what he's supposed to be about, doors going to open for him. He going to do what he got to do. He going to make it. He not going to be poor, right? That's what she's saying. So she said, I'm not even thinking about poor. I'm looking at these qualities because he got these qualities. Even if he don't got what I want him to have right now, I know he eventually will. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the rich guy. Because you can have a rich guy, he can be beating you in your head. I know, bro. You always go to the far left when you're talking about that. I'm just keeping it real. He could be running around on you, cheating on you. He could be doing all kind of things to you, right? But he got rich and wealth, so he felt like you ain't going nowhere. And if you do, I got plenty more that's waiting because I got this money. But she looking for a man with qualities. So what's this? What?
Could you settle for a man who's going to be all of these things? Maybe an engineer, perhaps?
So he says, could you settle for a man who's going to be all these things? So he not even saying those things. Like, but she already said that that's what you are. She named you, right? Everybody that know the show know Dwayne Wayne was ambitious, enterprising. He was about his business, right? She knew it, he knew, but he tried to say he's still thinking about the money aspect of it, But she gonna be failing her, but she don't want to mess the friendship up, because that's what happened a lot of times. You can be friends with people and y'all get together, and that friendship get messed up because of y'all love life, and then you end up losing that friend. So that's what, if you looked at this episode, that's what the fear is. Like, I'm failing you like you failing me, but I feel like, if I do step out there in that manner and things don't go the right way, then I'm going to lose not only someone in my life, but I'm going to lose a friend, right? That's normally how it goes when breakups happen, especially if y'all was good friends.
Look how crooked that centerpiece is.
Look at me. It's clear to me that something's going on.
So he said, look at me. It's clear to me that something is going on. it's clear to me there's something that's going on. So I felt like this was a beautiful scene, and this was shared by a brother who goes by the tag of Keep It Simple. Thank you. And big up to him for sharing this. I got his stuff in the links as well. So if you want to see more from him, please check that out. And again, if you like the stuff, you like the dialogue, you like what we talking about, what we dealing with these situations, hit the like button, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff, But yeah, I felt like that was a nice one. Now, this one kind of took a turn. This one will kind of bring us back to the days of Kamala, right? So this is dealing with relationships, but it's also dealing with how about women running things. Because unfortunately, in a lot of relationships, you got women that want to run the show. Women want to be the boss, want to tell you what to do, want to be on your back, on this, that, and other. So we got a lot of that going on in relationships. And it gets out of hand, and especially amongst our people. So this is something that we got to really bridge out of our people, and this video right here is going to express that. All right. And I want you to see how the brother's acting in here. Because the brother going to be acting like, oh my goodness. I was just like, what is going on, right? It says, and this is from, this post right here is from BKG 336. This post is from BKG 336. Is it 336? Yep, 336. So check this post out from this brother. He says, you can argue the truth, but you can't change it.
Female president.
Why not?
Look at what feminism has done to our families. You just talking about men no longer in the family. Yeah, because women are all strong and manly, feeling like they don't need a man no more.
See what she said? Said women are strong and manly, feeling like they don't need a man no more. Right? You see that a lot. You might hear, well, I had to be the man, and he couldn't be. What are you talking about? You're a woman. What do you mean you had to be the man he can't be? You sounding crazy right now, right? But what she said is on point. And this is a woman saying it. And a guy can't believe this is a woman saying it because he's arguing the opposite. He said a man ain't standing, the man wasn't this, the man. So he's arguing against the man, saying the opposite of what she said, but she keeping it real. She is keeping it real. Let's hear some more what she got to say.
How? When they done broke down their sons and got their sons around here talking about they want to be women, the man need to be back in the home.
But why did the men leave? They spineless.
Yeah.
So you played
I'm both.
So she said the man need to be back in the home. And he says, why did the men leave? They spineless. And I'm thinking, come on, come on. What you mean they spineless? That sounds crazy to me. Why did they leave? They spineless. That's why they left. They spineless. It's like, come on, come on. They spineless, really? That's what we said, they spineless. Anyway, y'all said they spine. Why did they leave? They spineless. Watch him. He gonna say more.
Yeah, women can't run the country.
No, they can't. Women can barely run their house.
Ooh, you hear that?
Yeah.
He said, she gonna say women can't run the country. What? You hear that? And I was like, first thinking, is he faking? But I'm thinking he's serious. He mean what he said. He's shocked that she is saying this. In his mind, he cannot believe that she is saying what she is saying. He's like, wait a minute. Are you really saying this right now? He cannot believe that she's saying what she's saying. He can't believe it. That's how he feels. Like, huh? What's happening right now? He cannot believe that she's saying this. He'll say jump in the comments. He want people to jump. I just thought about it too. He want people to jump in the comments on it. Jump in the comments.
In the comments.
Get mad about it. I don't care. It's the honest to God truth. I've raised 5 children. If it takes a man and a woman to make a baby, right? Because women don't get pregnant on their own. Then obviously something should tell us that it should take a man and a woman to balance that child out, to raise that child. That child needs half, 50-50, right? So we've messed up somewhere along the line.
Many men have left.
Are we blaming men for leaving?
Well,
I mean, if
reasons there are.
Hold on, but if I'm a woman,
Now, why is this? Because she said, look, I'm a woman, so you can't shame me for what I'm saying. I'm speaking from a woman perspective. Now, watch what she says. A lot of people say what she's about to say. She's about to say something that a lot of people say. I just want y'all to just pay this some attention, right? She's going to bring up something that a lot of people say. And I really want y'all to get this. This is deep. I was just like, wow. You know, and then hearing a woman said, I heard brothers say before, but watch this.
I'm liberated by freedom of choice, right? If I don't want the baby, I get to kill the baby, right?
Heard what she said? I'm liberated by freedom of choice. If I don't want the baby, I get another option to make sure the baby don't come. You know, I get another option to make sure the baby don't come. I get a way out. And people tell you brave and all that kind of stuff. Watch what she says. She gonna break it down.
And I get praise for it. But if a man don't want a baby and he walk away, then all of a sudden he a dead.
Ain't nobody praising nobody.
Yeah, and she said, and I don't advocate that, you know, because I believe if you have a child, number one, you should be married. But if you aren't and you had a child, you know, I believe that you should be in your child's life. I believe that you should be like, oh, well, I ain't wanted to have it, blah, blah, blah. It don't work like that. Not to me, right? But she's giving a hypothetical saying how we quick to jump on a man if he decide to leave or this, that, the other. But the woman could actually make sure that baby never comes here. And nobody's on her like that. The court don't punish her for doing that. Nothing happens to her. You know? But we been so indoctrinated in different things, we can't see that. But I see the analogy she's bringing. Now, do I agree with that notion? No, because Torah doesn't say that. Even Abraham still looked out and took care of Yishmael, even though he sent Yishmael and Hagar from his home. And you say, well, how you know he still looked out for them? Because Yishmael and Yitzhak buried their father. Both of them buried their father. It didn't just say Yitzhak buried his father. It said Yitzhak and Yishmael. So both his sons was there with him when he passed. Both his sons was there with him. So if he wasn't in Yishmael's life, that's why I say, so we got the accounts to make it like he wasn't in Yishmael's life at all after he sent them away. That's not true. He had to still be in her life, because how in the world was Yishmael going to be there to bury him? Some people even argue that Abraham's new wife, Keturah, is actually Hagar. They even argue that that's actually Hagar. and that her name got changed to Keturah because it was close to like incense. The Hebrew word for incense. And since it was close to that term, that's why the name got changed. Matter of fact, hold on one second. I want to show y'all that just so y'all can see. Because a lot of times they do paint the picture like Abraham just left and Abraham just left and, you know, he wasn't really a part of our life and so forth and so on. So watch this. And I'm not going to be able to make this any bigger, but this is from the sages when they talk about Keturah. Watch what the sages say. Hold on one second. I got to open up the page for it. Watch what the sages say about this. I'm going to see if I can make this a little bigger so it can be seen. All right, yeah, that should be big enough. So watch what it said. Let me move my man out the way. I'm going to move him down here by this in the corner right here. So watch this. Look what it says. The identification of Keturah. The Ta'anim, or the sages, disagree regarding Keturah's identity. According to one view, Abraham remained remarried after the death of Sarah and had a total of 3 wives. So by remarrying that, he would have had 3 wives, right? He had Sarah, he had Hagar, and he had Keturah. Right? Now, that's one argument. Another tradition identifies Keturah with Hagar, and thus Abraham married only twice, which was, of course, when he already was married to Sarah, and then he married Hagar when he had Yishmael, right? So he married twice. Each of these views finds scriptural support for its position. The 3-wife opinion relies on Genesis 25:1, which says Abraham took another wife. So that's what it literally says. So they go with the Peshat, right? Remember we learned about the 4 modes yesterday of interpretation? So with the 4 modes of interpretation we learned about yesterday, they go with the Peshat. And that's implying a 3rd wife in addition to the first 2. This school of thought is further bolstered by the fact that his wife also had a different name, Keturah. In addition, the plural wording of Genesis 25:6, to Abraham's sons by concubines, conveys that Abraham had at least 2 wives in addition to Sarah, right? So they got a lot of stuff to support what they said. But look at this. They come back and say, no, it's also those who identify Keturah with Hagar had rejoinders to each of these proofs. The first wording after Vayosef in 25:1 teaches that these marriages were in fulfillment of the divine command. The proponents of this view learn this from Isaiah 8:5, again, Vayosef. And so it also means it again, right? They translated that. So Yahweh spoke to me, right? Where the word appears in the context of divine revelation. The second wife new name of Keturah does not necessarily teach that it was a different woman. Rather, it was a name given to Hagar in recognition of her good qualities. So he said she had good qualities. What was, and what was the good qualities? So the good qualities was that she remained faithful to Abraham, even though he had put her away. Because essentially Abraham put her away. So she couldn't remarry to another guy anyway, because then that would have been adultery. He didn't give her a writ of divorce. He didn't give her a get when he sent her from his home. He just put her away. The third word is pelagashim, concubines. In Genesis 25:6, it's spelled deficiently without the letter yod. So it's spelled without the letter yod, right? It said the intent of the Torah was thus to only a single concubine. So they saying because that letter yod was missing, that meant it was a single concubine. And then they give us Genesis Rabbah 61:4 as a proof text, right? So just want to show you guys that, I always love to put some kind of Torah aspect or sages aspect within a show. So I don't want y'all to just, to be without that. Gotta have some kind of Torah perspective. So y'all know I am. Y'all know I had to put that in the show, to give it some kind of Torah perspective. All right. But anyway, getting back to where we was at. Watch how this brother is. This brother is really going, he really got a bad way of looking at men, especially with the sisters. And I can understand what he tried to say to a degree, but he just was wrong in this situation. He was wrong. So I'm going to check him out some more. Watch this.
All of a sudden, wait a minute, hold on. No, they are. No, they are. Where? They're advocating for, they shouting out their abortion.
No,
Look up Oprah Winfrey. No, shout out your abortion. And they paying for it. And
they actually had on Oprah Winfrey where the women shouted out for their abortion. Now, I want to test that out. I normally try to shy away from this because it seems like I waste time when I do this. But I want to see if it's actually a video of Oprah Winfrey saying, shout out your abortion. I want to see if it's actually something. Wow. Hold on. You see what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, yo. This is ridiculous. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Hold on. Look at this. It says Oprah Winfrey's despicable shout your abortion advocacy. So she did do this. So when he's trying to paint this picture like, oh, that ain't happening, she like, no, Oprah Winfrey did it. Oprah Winfrey did it. A few days ago in Appearance on Washington Journal on C-SPAN, I said in an answer to a caller's question about abortion that it was a sad situation all around. I didn't know any women who went cheerily towards the procedure, happily off the operating table, in some sort of let the suction begin type of trance. Then Oprah Winfrey, with her thumbs up, shout your abortion magazine feature, now I stand corrected. Wow, Oprah. Wow. See, and a brother sitting there, and like she said, that sister was on point. Wow, Oprah. That sister was on point. I didn't even know Oprah did that. I ain't know Oprah did that. The sister brought out, sister said, no, she talking about shout out your abortion. He like, oh, ain't nobody talking about show no abortion. She said, Oprah Winfrey did it. What are you talking about? Oprah Winfrey did it. We're celebrating it. So she said, how are we going to celebrate that, but you want to get on a man and throw him in prison if he don't do for his child? Now, some think that she's arguing that the man shouldn't do nothing for his child. That's not what she's arguing. what she's arguing is the same way we hold the man, the same way we hold the man accountable for what he does and not being in his children's lives, is the same way we need to hold these women accountable for making the decisions that they make to abort babies. That's what she's saying. But he don't hear that. He hears something completely different. Watch this.
But if a man doesn't want the baby, then he a deadbeat, or you good to go lock him up, put him in jail, drag him every month with a child abandonment warrant. The government makes a... Why would I want a female president?
Why not?
Look at what feminism has done.
So that was her speaking against feminism and saying, look at what feminism done. That's why she against a female president, right? So, and we all know what happened in that situation where, you know, Kamala lost. And now we see all the stuff that's happening now. And people upset, y'all should have voted for Kamala, so forth and so on. So, yeah. Yeah, we see what happened with that. Now, this is something, this right here, this sister, this is a short clip, but it's so powerful. And it's from it's from, oh my goodness. This from IUIC. I always mess that name up. I don't know what it's like. It's like it just gets stuck in my head a different way. And it's like I gotta stop, like IUIC. This from IUIC Wisconsin. This is something that they posted on their Facebook page. It is very, very short, but it's a very powerful clip. So I said I want to show this, representing for them brothers. I want to show this. Hold on. I gotta unmute it. Hold on.
Exactly. I keep telling women, you only pick the men that you open your legs to. You do not pick the man that goes down on one knee.
So look at what she says. You only, now this is Anton thing, right? Remember Anton from last week? Right? This sort of on the line of what he said to a degree. But she's saying it slightly different. She's not saying that that's your husband. That's what he said. That's your husband. Remember that saying? If you didn't, you know, this video will be right in the same playlist with that one, so you'll be able to see it. But you can go back and see the one with Anton and Yada that I did last week. But look at what she's going to say. She's not saying whoever you open up to your womb you married to. No. She said you spread, you know, you open up your womb to this man. That's the choice that you can make. But you can't make him marry you. So she trying to get the sisters to think. Don't think just because you opening up your womb to him that he's going to marry you. So I'm going to rewind it back. And then IUIC was deep. Just posting this, and I big up to them.
Exactly. I keep telling women, you only pick the men that you open your legs to. You do not pick the man that goes down on one knee. You don't. So you can make your choices and be free-willed and live up your best city girl life all you want, yeah? But at the end of it, you're not the one that's going to choose whether you're worth to be married or not. So I suggest you actually listen to men when they say what they want to marry.
Wow. See how short that clip was, but very, very powerful. You know, because a lot of sisters don't want to listen to men when they say what they want. Hey, Shalom Makoti, Shalom Makoti. How are you? How are you? Hopefully everything is great. Hopefully everything is good. Oh yeah, it did work the right way. Wanted to make sure it was working the right way. Yeah. So just the show almost over, but you know, I know you're gonna rewind it back and check it out from the beginning. But this is a good show tonight. I feel good about it. Didn't know how I was gonna feel at first, but I feel good about this show. I think there's a lot of things been accomplished through it, and like I said, this sister really broke down this information. She said, you got to listen to the men when they say what they want. The brothers tell you this is what they looking for, this is what they want. You can't try to tell them, no, this is what you want. Like, it don't work that way. And you can't think just because you open up your womb to somebody that they going to choose you. That's your treasure. You got to keep that until you with that special person. Don't let nobody talk you out of it, run game on you. Yeah. Okay, of course I'm going to rewind. Yeah. Hopefully you can let me know on Shabbat what you think about it, but hopefully you like the show. But I'm gonna go back on it. Hopefully you like it. But yeah, I just look at this whole thing. It's like this is crazy. We can't don't let the man talk you out of your jewels. Don't let him talk you out your jewels. Now, some brothers get mad when I talk like they say, the woman want to give her jewels away, Ak. All right, yeah, some women might want to get their jewels away. You know what I'm saying? Some might. I don't know. But yeah, that's what they're trying to say. So yeah. Big up to this sister. She's trying to pass it on. Because a lot of times men can say stuff like, I can say all this stuff that I'm saying now. And I don't mean sisters going to listen to what I'm saying when it comes to something really they feel is about them. But another sister, they might listen to her. So it's good to have sisters break certain things down. Now, this next video. This next video and our last one for the night. Before we do our artist of the week. Artist of the week is I really, really love these guys, and it's a couple, and they got their child in the video. It's really powerful. I'm gonna let y'all check it out. But anyway, this right here is brother Ryan, right? This brother Ryan Davis, and Ryan is going to break down some stuff, and I like what Ryan is saying. Ryan is going to break down some things, and I feel like it's important. So I'm going to go ahead and let Ryan cook real quick and pause it accordingly.
I'm about to become pro toxic masculinity because toxic masculinity is still better than no masculinity at all.
Now, he's saying having toxic masculinity, because you know how people, never men do say, that's toxic masculinity. That's toxic masculinity, right? So he said, well, toxic masculinity is better than no masculinity at all. That's why the title is, the way I looked at how the show was going, I said, this title is, A Man Still Gotta Be a Man. Gotta be a man. And this situation is just dealing with manhood in general, what he's going to talk about. But I felt like, men need to hear this, because a lot of times when they talk about toxic masculinity, is in relationships. So he said that joint done went too far. All this toxic, getting rid of toxic, men being in their feelings. Well, she didn't ask me how I felt. Like, what are you talking about, Ak? So watch what he says. And this was a sad situation, very, very sad situation. Just want to warn you guys if y'all don't like sad endings, but we gonna talk it through. We gonna talk it through.
And a lot of men in today's society is exhibiting a level of bitch-ass nigger that I have never seen in my life. And when a man does not exhibit any masculinity whatsoever, he becomes more of a danger to society than a man who has toxic masculinity. You don't believe me? Watch this video.
tough piece of tape to listen to. It's a 17-year-old boy who passed away following a 911 call for help. The dispatcher hung up on the caller. The boy...
Yes, you heard it correctly. The dispatcher is going to hang up on the woman. Why he going to hang up on the woman? Because she didn't respect his feelings. Think about that. You're a 911 operator. This person is in danger. People are not in their right minds. They upset. They like, I need help. Why he not helping? They might yell at you. They might get smart with you. You get in your feelings and hang the phone up because they hurt your feelings and you a man? Man up, son. Come on now. Come on, son. Man up. Man up. We used to have a game called Man Up. Whenever you would do something that wasn't masculine, wasn't manly, we would like, man up. You had to put your hand out and hit your hand as hard as everybody take turns hit your hand that was playing the game because you knew you had to man up. And that kept us on point where we knew we had to man up. We couldn't sit there and act all femininized. But watch this.
Boy had been wounded during a drive-by shooting. As he lay there in distress, dying. A frantic woman who apparently knew the teen calls 911, tries to communicate to the dispatcher what's going on, what help she needs. She's obviously distressed, excited. Who wouldn't be? Listen to this.
I'm keeping him alive.
Okay, is he not breathing?
Barely. There's water.
Okay.
There you go, James. Water. Yes. There you go, James. Good job. Just stay with me, okay? Okay? There you go. Good job, James.
Is he breathing?
Now, you can tell she's distraught. He asked her, is he breathing? She said, yeah, he's still breathing. She telling him, hold on, this, that, other. So this is somebody that she clearly knew from the neighborhood. It doesn't say whether this was her girl, her boyfriend or not. It could have been her little brother. We don't know who this young man is to her. We just hear her frantically on the phone trying to tell him, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Now, from how it might have seemed, he might not even been a target of the drive-by. He just an innocent bystander get hit by a stray. He fighting for his life. She calls for help. And the guy keeps saying, is he breathing? Instead of saying, hold on, help is on the way, I'm a dispatch. You know, are you in this area? Because you can see from where they call and you can ping it and know where they at. Or say, well, where you at? Send the ambulance, right? Something. He keeps saying, is he breathing? Is he breathing? Is he breathing? So watch what happens.
He's barely breathing. How many times to tell you?
Okay, you know what, ma'am? You could deal with yourself. I'm not going to deal with this, okay?
No, I can't die.
So you let that young man pass away because you're...
So it was her friend. So she said, no, my friend is dying. And he clicked up. And she was saying, my friend is dying. My friend is dying. This the last thing you had. And you sat there and drank some coffee and ate a donut, chilling, like it ain't no big deal. Because she hurt your feelings by cussing at you. This young man is dead because you have soft feelings. A man still gotta be a man. What is happening with these men? I'm going to let you finish it out, Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan.
Your feelings was hurt because this girl cursed at you. That's what I be talking about when we get into the, oh, you need men to express their feelings. No, you need a man to be about results.
Yes.
His feelings are secondary. Yes. I'm not saying that a man isn't supposed to have feelings or be able to express his feelings, but at some point, your feelings are not the most important thing. It's up to a man to be a problem solver.
Yes.
And instead of being a problem solver, he was like, oh, well, if you're going to curse at me, then he just hung up the phone and let somebody die.
Yeah, hung up the phone.
If he was masculine, he would have been like, I don't really care. His brain would have went, I don't really care for what she said, but let me get this done. That's how my brain would have worked. Hell, I would have cussed back. She would have been like, how many times I got to fucking tell you? I would have said, well, bitch, I didn't hear you the first time, but where are you so I can send you help? That's very simple. But letting somebody pass because your feelings is hurt is crazy. Crazy.
Let the young guy pass because his feelings got hurt. That's ridiculous.
Suspended the dude. He should be in jail because he's an accomplice.
Yeah, and then they just suspended him. He should have got fired. Even if he should, something should have happened to him because he didn't send help. So he should have had some kind of charges, and he should have got fired. So what's going to happen next time his feelings get hurt? Like, he should have got fired.
He helped whoever shot that boy kill that boy. So that's how I feel about it. Toxic masculinity. I'm pro toxic masculinity. I'd rather him had cussed her out raggedy and still helped him than to act like the whole ass nigga he was acting like. Sorry. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel. I'm about to become pro toxic.
So definitely, Ryan made some good points. You gotta bring back men being men. Men being men. So, and y'all gonna appreciate it, especially when y'all rewind it back and see the beginning. Y'all gonna appreciate how we got to this point of talking about men being men, because it started off with sprinkle, or sizzle, or whatever they say, right? And now we right back here saying men need to be men. Gotta be a man. Oh, there's toxic masculinity. This, that, other. No, that stuff gotta go. We can't think about all that kind of stuff. All right, well, that's our show for tonight. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being on here with me. For those of y'all that are silent watchers, I appreciate you. I just ask that you please like the video as you silently watch. It don't take nothing to click the like button as you silently watch the video. I'll be getting hundreds of views on different videos, and I got 12 likes, 20 likes. And I'm thinking, wow, it was hundreds of people that looked at this, and all of them, Lord, it's got 12 likes? What is going on here? So please like the video. Like, share, subscribe. Help get this Torah movement on the ball. Now, before we go, y'all know we always close out with our Artist of the Week. Our Artist of the Week for tonight's show is none other than Music Yisrael. Music Yisrael. And they have a hit song. I call it a hit song. I'm not sure if they actually even got the song. This song been out for a while, so love this song. It's called Teach Me. So I'm gonna play a nice song from Music Yisrael, and the title of it is called Teach Me, and it was written and produced by Yeremiyah and Yishai Yisrael. And I have their all the information right within the description. So with that being said and done, we have our Artist of the Week, Music Yisrael.
me to say okay. Teach me, teach me, teach me, teach me. Give me your mind, teach me how to be kind, so the people will find their respect for the plight. Oh, won't you teach me, teach me, teach me, teach me. Give me that sound, what's that sound? That sound, teach me that sound, what's that sound? That sound, teach me all the way, teach me all the way, teach me all the way, teach me see so that I can be free while I'm down on my knees and you're dealing with me. Oh, won't you teach me, teach me, teach me, teach me, teach me.
Yeah, love that song, love that song. So yeah, teach me, teach me, teach me. So big up to them, Music Yisrael. Love to see a family out there doing it for the community, doing it for us, bigging it up, talking about the Torah and that knowledge and all that good stuff. And appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for another good show. And I want to bid you all Leila Tov, which is Hebrew for good night, and Shalom.
Shema Yisrael Adonai